Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. Today is Tuesday the 28th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning, a pretty decent time frame. Didn't sleep great, but it kind of goes to the territory. How you doing? Beautiful truck. But went ahead, got up, got the dogs out, got them all fed and taken care of and all the good fun stuff that comes there. So I only got the one dog plus mine, so it's real easy. She's kind of she's got a grazer. She doesn't like to eat real fast. She likes to kind of just munch throughout the day. So I have to kind of watch her food and keep reminding my dog not to eat her food. So that whole thing adds a little bit to it, but it's not too bad. So went ahead and basically had them out there for a while. Played with them outside for a bit. The dog got dropped off this morning, so it was easy to go. It was the dog got dropped off. She hadn't eaten her breakfast, so trying to get her to eat. She wasn't really into it, but I had to go take my father-in-law to the doctor today, this morning, and basically I planned on taking the Doodle with me. And as I was getting ready to go, I asked Bruce if he wanted to go, and Bruce was super excited to go. And then basically listening to stuff, and earlier in the day, it seemed like he was excited about it. In the morning, as it came time to actually go, I asked him if he was ready to go, and he acted like he didn't want to go. So I asked the Doodle if she wanted to go, and she ran, jumped on the couch next to my mother. So I guess I'm like, oh, I guess you guys aren't going then. So did you? So I just left the dogs at home and took my father-in-law to the doctor. So was expecting to take two dogs with me, ended up taking none. So they seemed excited about it at the start, and then didn't want to go. So it's all good. I didn't mind it. We were up there. It was up in Ormond Beach, and basically dropped him off at the door. And I always ask, hey, do you have your phone? For some reason I didn't ask today. I don't know why. I always ask, make sure he has his phone with him. But I didn't, and I didn't think much about it. And I said, it's gonna be a long one. He goes, no, it shouldn't be very long at all. The appointment is just one of those things you gotta go every month, and pain management shit. You gotta go and basically test your blood to make sure you're not abusing other drugs and whatever and whatnot, which makes no sense because they didn't catch it when he was abusing these morphine and all that kind of stuff back in the day. So I don't know what the hell they're doing here, but it is what it is. It's just a money grab. So went ahead, said held it, went and parked over in a little, sort of a shadier spot in the parking lot because there's really no use in trying to go to Lowe's or go anywhere else. So sit over there. My wife's cousin had tried to call on the drive, had some questions about all the crappy stuff that's stressing my wife out right now, and I didn't answer because I didn't feel like talking to her in front of my father-in-law. So I went ahead, and while I was there, I tried to call her and got no answer. So a little bit later, she called me back, and I was out there for like an hour, what should have been a 15-minute at most appointment, and I was like, damn, something's wrong here. So I think he forgot he was supposed to call me to tell me he was done, because he says they just took that long. I don't know. It seems weird because after like an hour of not hearing from him, I finally texted him like, hey, are you alive? Kind of thing. And replies instantly back, yeah, I'm ready. And I'm like, what? Like, hold on here a minute. Like, what's the chance of like what should have been a 15-minute appointment that's now well over an hour? And I basically ask you, are you alive? And then like moments later, you're ready to go. So I think he sat down in the lobby waiting for somebody to come pick him up, because I think that's probably what happened to him, because I think he's getting used to, at the assisted living, I think they basically have you just wait in the lobby until the driver gets there, and they'll walk in and they call your name and you go get in the van and go back home. So I think he forgot he was supposed to tell me he's there. But he said they ran long, no way of knowing, don't care, just wanted to go home. So he went and walked to the truck, and I was actually walking around to the front of the office to poke my head in to see if he was done yet or not when I texted him. And I think part of the reason I texted him is I didn't want to poke my head in and see him sitting there and then be that much more annoyed by it. So he was walking out as I was walking up to the door. So I asked him to go get the truck, or if he wanted me to walk it. He said he'd walk it. So we walked to the truck, and it's, I don't know, maybe 30 yards, not that far, but it's around the corner of the building at the far end of the parking lot, and it's not that long. And he was complaining about how far the walk was by the time we got there. So I'm like, I offered to leave you there and I'd come and get you, but he's like, oh no, I need to walk. So we got in the truck, headed home. I did talk to her cousin about all the crap that's going on and just filled her in. The big beats, not all the little stuff and not everything, but the big beats are filled in, so that's what matters, and kind of is what it is there. So yeah, I went ahead from there, got back home, and he told me on the way back, he's like, yeah, the power company or somebody came through and cut down a bunch of trees in the backyard. And I'm like, what? He's like, they cut down a whole bunch of trees back there. They dropped a bunch of trees back there. And I'm like, there are no trees in that property line. Like, all those trees in the property line are basically done. They're all gone and stuff. The property line's clean. It's just been bamboo and one decorative tree that would not have been cut down at all. So I was confused. So I went back there and I dropped him off. I walked back in the backyard and looked and didn't see nothing. All I saw was my piles of firewood that I'd brought in for campfires and stuff. Got back in the house, told him, I'm like, it's just firewood. He goes, oh no, it's not it. So he's kind of like, he was kind of bullheaded about like, no, not what I'm talking about these trees here, I'll show you. So he storms out in the yard and he points out, I said, these giant, like 4 foot across live oak. It's laying here, like stacked up 6 feet high, cut up, perfect, like firewood stacked. And he goes, yeah. I said, power companies don't cut down giant oak trees and then stack them up for you for firewood. He's like, oh, I guess I'm wrong. So we kind of had a good chuckle with that one. I was like, there you go. So headed back across the street, hung out with the dogs for a little bit, chilled out over there for a little while, went and got my run in. From there, got back, got myself a nice shower, grabbed some dinner. We had leftovers. It's that chicken stuff, that dumpling chicken thing that I asked Mom to make that turned out lousy. It was just not good. So looked delicious on the screen, but you can't smell it or taste it on the screen. So we had that, and I told my wife, I said, there's anything left, go give it to your dad, because his taste buds suck anyway, and I'm not eating it again. So Hank took some over to him. He seemed happy to have it, but I wasn't want to eat it again. So from there, watched an episode of Seinfeld with dinner, headed back outside, played the 3D printer for a bit, talked to my wife for a little while. She's been talking to other people trying to figure out what the shit fire hell is going to be raining down upon her, the stress that's coming in her life that I cannot. Part of me hopes it hurries up and gets over with, or at least have a general plan of what's going on before our cruise, especially because I don't want her to worry about this crap on the cruise, but it's going to, because there's no way it's going to be resolved by then. So it's one of those things that's just absolutely amazing. She heard about it while she's on her little trip to the boat show, and then it's going to screw up her cruise, which just sucks. I don't know how the family knows when it's time to. She starts having something fun, they screw it up. So, but it is what it is. So yeah, we got done with that. Played the 3D printer for a while, started an overnight print, and then finished up my scar, headed in, and called it a night. So talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.